Welcome back. This is Kia, and now we're ready for week 3. I hope your students have been tested, placed in a level, you've grouped them, you've organized them into a class on your teacher page, and you've been teaching. Now let me show you how you can make assignments for your students once they're into Number Worlds. There are a couple things that you can do for assignments. You can assign them assessments, you can make up your own assignments, you can assign them building block activities. There are many things that you can do as far as assigning students some assignments in Number World. Let me show you a little bit of how to do that. If you're looking on my teacher page, what I want you to notice is this tab down here where it says Student Assignments. You'll see in my assignment field that I have assigned all of my students fact practice. Every student has been assigned. None of them have completed it yet, so it's still in the unsubmitted category. Once the students have completed this assignment, it'll let me know right here on this teacher page that the names of the students who have completed the assignment, and they'll now be on the submitted column. If I want to assign a new assignment, I could go to my Make an Assignment. This tab is right there on your teacher page, so it's easy to get to. You could select a start date and a due date, and actual expiration date for when the assignment will expire. You can name the assignment and give specific instructions for the students. You also can assign just one student or all of your students. That really is up to you. Let's go ahead and make an assignment. Let's name this one Fact Practice 2. You'll type in the title of the practice or the assignment. You can give detailed directions. I'm going to assign it just to 2 students, so I click their names. If I want to assign it to all my students, I simply click the All. Once I've done that, I click Assign. It asks me, your assignment for Fact Practice 2 has been assigned to the students, and I can view the assignment or make a new assignment. Let's go ahead and view the assignment details. It lets me know what the instructions are, the title, and who I assigned those assignments to. Pretty simple. It's a great way to assign students or a whole group of students for additional practice. Other things that you can assign students are building blocks, learning paths. We'll talk a little bit about building blocks activities, but just so you know, the assignment activity is sort of the same process. You'll see all of my students. I can click Assign an Activity. I can select the grade level I would like for them to work on. I can select the subject. We're going to continue with multiplying and dividing. And then I can select one activity or the entire group of activities. If I want my students to practice every activity listed in this drop-down menu, I simply click on Entire Trajectory. If I want them to practice just one, I click on the activity I would like for them to practice. This activity could be the activity that's named in the lesson that I'm teaching for the day. Remember, in the 45 and 60-minute implementation option, it will name a specific activity for that lesson. You can assign just that activity. I'm going to select all my students and click Assign. And just that simple, all of my students have a new assignment for building blocks. Lastly, you can also assign an online assessment through this tab. So you can assign students assessments, building block activities, or make up assignments. Let's take a look at what the student sees as they log into their own ConnectEd account and see their assignments on their ConnectEd or their Number Worlds page. For all SRA Number World students, students will log into ConnectEd and enter in their username and password. Once the students have typed in their username and password, they log in. Now they have their own page. If they have more than one McGraw-Hill education product, there will be 2 books on this page. For this student, they only have Number Worlds. I simply click on Number Worlds, and then my student comes to their Number Worlds page. So you have a teacher page and the student has a page. Here you'll see the things that have been listed. I've made assignments for my students. They have 2 to-do lists. First one being a fact practice that we assigned, and the next one being a Unit 1 pretest that I assigned. Also, they have a building blocks assignment, and they have access to math tools and games. These tools are electronic tools that help them sort of participate and use them for other activities. Let's take a look at one of their assignments. Let's go to building blocks. You'll notice, remember when we assigned the students one activity? This is the activity that we assigned them, comic book shop. The student can start the assignment, view other assignments, view activities they've done, free explore if that's available, and a progress report. This report lets them know how far along they are to complete all of their assignments. Let's take a look quickly at a building blocks game.
Welcome to the comic book shop. I need your help figuring out how many comic books I have.
Once the students have finished their building blocks, they can go back home and begin other assignments. And the teacher, you will also know how many assignments they've done on your teacher page. So it's great that the students have their own page so that way they can have their own personalized page and you're able to check on their progress to every assignment that you've assigned them. Now that you've learned how to make an assignment for your students, go ahead and make an assignment for a student or a group of students. And don't forget to post on the discussion page. There are a variety of tools that you have to use to differentiate for your students. Building blocks, making assignments, assigning assessments. Discuss how you're going to use these tools to help differentiate for your students using number worlds.